Salutations! Welcome to another exciting episode of Articulation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org.
Here are three of the headlines I saw today, Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020, when visiting elitevaluesnews.com. The City Council community meeting takes place at 7 this evening in Detroit, Michigan. Arthur Malia Jaza hosts a social distancing write-in at the Joseph Jefferson and Charles McCary Memorial Pavilion at 3 p.m. in Hazelhurst, Mississippi. And Newsmaker Connection with Los Angeles Rams Kevin Demoff kicks off at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time via Vica.com. Those are three of the news headlines and events I saw when visiting elitevaluesnews.com on your behalf. Be sure to head on over every minute on the hour because, as you know, things always happen in this world. So news constantly is being reported and our headlines are constantly changing. I am Walking Man reporting live.
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am definitely glad to be here with you today on another fresh episode of Articulation Radio. Of course, we have for you in store a lot of great music as well as an interview with an author, the author of, I'm not going to even tell you. You know how I like to do you. I'll tell you after I play this song for you. How about that?
If you feel like it's real when I make your body shiver like an autumn leaf, I try to stay on my feet when you move a little closer to me. I can't breathe it. Your love is all I ever need. Take me going. It's time to let you know how I feel. When I'm here, I don't know what I could do to feel you. It's unreal to be a part in my heart. There's a place where everything's about you. I don't know who could ever make me feel like you do. It's time to show you my love is true. You're the one I dream about when I fall asleep. When I wake up in the morning, you're the
artistreview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. artistreview.com. artistrevue.com. From arranging art exhibitions to musical performances to radio interviews to so much more, the Artist Review helps your work get seen. ARTistrevue.com. artistreview.com.
Good morning, heartache. You old lonely sight. Good morning, heartache. Thought we said goodbye last night. I tossed and turned until it seemed you had gone. But here you are with the dawn. Wish I'd forget you, but you're here to stay. It seems I met you when my love went away. Now every day I start by saying to you, good morning, heartache. What is new? Stop haunting me now. Can't shake you, know how. Just leave me alone. I've got those Monday blues straight through Sunday blues. Good morning, heartache. Here we go again, again. Good morning, heartache. You're the one who knew me well. Might as well get used to you hanging around. Never. So good morning, heartache. Do sit down. Have tea with me, but do go, please.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. Peoplewarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com for all your advertising, marketing, and promotional needs. They also take care of events planning. Peoplewarmers.com. Visit them today.
peoplewarmer.com. Book your travel today. peoplewarmer.com for wherever you want to stay. peoplewarmer.com, wherever you want to play. peoplewarmer.com. Go see a concert today.
You just heard one of my babies. That was Good Morning Heartache by yours truly, Goddess Sage. And we kicked off today's episode of Articulation Radio with You're the One by Sven Carlson featuring Maja Novak. On today's episode, which is titled Hyphens Divide, Not Unify, because we will be interviewing the author, Nicole Draffen, regarding her newest work that has come out. You have to, as a matter of fact, go over to her website right now, hyphenated-nation.com. That's hyphenated, HYPHENATED hyphen Nation, NATION.com. And go ahead and make some things happen, because believe you me, you do want to be a part of this and her whole don't check the box movement. So when we come back, I'll play a couple of more songs. Well, no, I'll play one more song for you. I'll go ahead and throw in that Ethereal Garden by 96 or IXVI. And then we'll come on with Nicole Draffen and we'll talk about her new book as well as her don't check the box movement.
Would you like for a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Phone lines are open right now at Articulation Radio. Call 312-899-6237. That's 312-899-6237.
Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz. Articulation Radio is so honored to have on the line with us today people. Oh my gosh, you've heard me already talk about the Hyphenated Nation, and of course we know the hyphenation creates separation. So of course we have the creator, the founder, the author, Miss Nicole Draffen on the line for you. Nicole, do I have you here?
Yes, hi.
Hello. Fill us in, catch us up. You know, we want to know everything. So let's first just kind of start and back it up. First, let's talk about your book. Tell us all about your new release that it is worldwide, right? They can get it from any bookstore, anywhere. It's not just on Amazon.
That's correct. You can order it on Amazon, but Amazon and globally, and it's on at Ingram Spark, which actually you can order for bookstores and things of that nature all over the globe. So it is available globally.
And tell them about the retail price. Give them your website, all of that good stuff.
Yes.
And tell them a rundown about your book. Yeah, fill them in about your project.
All righty. Well, the book is available on Amazon for $12.95, I believe, and $4.99 if you get it digitally. And it's available globally. And a little bit of I have a website. We have a website, Hyphenated Nation, and also that's www.hyphen.nation.com. And then we also have a Twitter and a Facebook and an Instagram page that has all the information about the book and about the movement as well. And so the book was created from. Actually, it was sparked from when I lived overseas for a year in the United Kingdom. And just the way I was treated as an American in another country was different from the way I had been treated. And not to say I was treated badly as a born and bred American, but it was just different because I didn't realize I was living in a bubble until I went to another country. And I was treated as an American without the hyphen. So I'm sure most people of color would know, and this is just a normal conversation that we all have around our dinner tables and with friends and family all the time, that separation of that hyphen, your ethnicity hyphen nationality, makes a huge difference in the way people see you because it's all part of the perspective of how we are stereotyped in this country based on that hyphen. So going to another country and maybe shopping, which is something, I did frequently there, and someone asking me a question and I respond and they say, oh, you're American, was actually the very first time in my life that I had been called American without the hyphen and was treated thusly instead of, African American, where that comes with a lot of stereotypes and perceptions attached to it, or Latino or Asian American, or however you want to call it. And I think that you had also mentioned, Goddess, that it's the same thing that I don't know if you mentioned this quote, but I said that a hyphen and a minus look exactly the same and they have the exact same connotation on your nationality. It takes away from your nationality. So we live in a hyphened nation, and we are the only industrialized country that does that. If I was born in England, I'm English. If I'm born in France, I'm French. But in my own country of birth, I am a hyphenated American.
And people, I know that this is radiating with you all. I know for a fact that there are some of you that are like, oh, my God, what is her name? What is her name again? Where is it? You are hearing Nicole Draffen speak. This is the author. This is the creator. This is the philanthropist. This is the entrepreneur. Nicole Draffen and is the Hyphenated Nation. And people, she wrote this book, and it's very affordable. Here's a book that you can get in either paperback or ebook. It's going to cost you less than $15 for that paperback. It's going to cost you less than $5 for that ebook. She has her website where, yes, you can get her book from anywhere in the world. Her book is available worldwide. You can walk into a mom-and-pop shop in Mogadishu. You can walk into a major bookstore there in Milan, wherever, and you can order the book Hyphenated Nation by Nicole Draffen and immediately get it. But you can also head on over to her website, hyphenated-nation.com. HypheNation.com. This lady, oh my gosh, people, she has this whole movement that she needs you to get behind because, baby, when you go through and you read this book, you all are going to see, because you've already heard her testify firsthand, the way she has experienced a certain common experience here within the United States, and that when she goes outside the United States, there's a marked difference between it. And of course, there's not only a difference in your experiences, but also a difference in the way you can tell you're regarded and the way that you are treated. But of course, and it all kind of goes back to, I would say, this movement that it has inspired her to start, and that is the Don't Check the Box movement. And that feeds into what she was saying about stop the division. Just because, as she mentioned, a hyphen and a minus sign look the exact same. So talk to us a little bit about that Don't Check the Box movement. How do you need people to get involved? And tell them what it is from your words, in your words.
But I hyphened.
Yeah, with that ED on the end. Yeah, hyphened.
Right.
Yes. Be sure to put that ED on the end and then stick that hyphen in it to get that website. And so spell that for them to be sure that they have it all good and clear.
Sure. I'll be happy to. It's HYPHENATION. So it's hyphened and then a little hyphen, nation.com.
And yes, and people, for those of you who are not picking it up, it's the word hyphen, past tense, and then you have the actual symbol of a hyphen, and then the word nation. Hyphened, hyphen, nation.com. And so, yes, ma'am. So tell them, Miss Draffen, D-R-A-D as in dragon, R-A-F-F-E-N. Be sure to let them know, Miss Nicole, about the ways that they can get involved with the Don't Check the Box movement and what that means for you and why you started it. We kind of got a little inkling, I'm guessing, with the book because I'm sure it's the same motivation, but let them know all about that.
That's right. The book actually sparked the movement. For Don't Check the Box, I wanted to launch it, especially this year, because this is the year of the census, which we have every 10 years. And I'm one that's definitely against checking boxes. Because why do you need to know what my ethnicity is if I'm applying for a job or school and things of that nature? Now, I do understand if it's something medically, like, like Black people are more prone to hypertension, then yes, that's something that's completely different. But when someone asked me, I had a conversation with a young person. They said, well, I have to check that when I have for school and jobs and things like that. I said, well, let me ask you something about the census. If you're doing a census, and let's say there's 1,000 disadvantaged people of color in this city and 1,000 white people who are disadvantaged in another city, why does it matter what color they are? That's 2,000 disadvantaged Americans. And so basically to me, the checking the box helps the government choose who they're going to help. And I think that's based on your ethnicity. Mm-hmm. And it allows them, you're assisting with being set aside by allowing yourself to be put in a box. If you don't want to be put in a box, if you want to have that self-determination, then you should not check boxes. None of us should. We should all refuse as Americans to check boxes because we are all Americans. When you're born and bred here or whether you're naturalized, however it goes, if you are an American, you should not be judged by the color of your skin, but by, as Martin Luther King said, the content of your character. So we as Americans should not check those boxes because all it does is create division. It just it continuously keeps the ability for people to separate you by ethnicity. And you're allowing that by checking the box. So on the website, there's a products page. We have Don't Check the Box pendants you can wear. We have Don't Check the Box cufflinks. We're going to have Don't Check the Box bracelets, bumper stickers, all of that basically to get the word out there. But also it's important, that's why it's important to read the book because it really helps you to understand why it's so important that we not check boxes, why it's so important that you stop allowing others to ask, what are you? Or just like I was talking to someone and they said, what do you want to be called? Black, African American or person of color, you know, that is something that most white people in this country have never been asked. And when you tell them that, they say, oh, I've never thought about that. That's because they don't have to deal with that. All people are, well, what was the biggest struggle, I have to say, was people were more, not apathetic, but they just really were just emotionally exhausted with the whole thing. But I think now with what's happened with, unfortunately, with George Floyd and all the other things that are happening, people, it's turning into a cultural renaissance. And people are just tired, but they're seeing that there's starting to be changes made, and that's creating more interest. But when we talk about this, this resonates so much with people I've talked to. One thing that surprised me was how when I talk to white people about this, it's always more or less the interest is because they never looked at it in that perspective, that they've never had to be asked, what are you, or what do you want to be called, or living in a hyphen nation. And, oh, you know, they'll say, I've always wondered about that or thought about that. That is probably one of the most interesting things to me, was having those conversations. And also I'm so happy that some of the apathy is melting away because people are at the point where they're done and they're ready for change.
Who are just now tuning in, of course, you are listening to Articulation Radio. I am Goddess Sage, and we are wrapping up the interview with the author, the entrepreneur and philanthropist, Ms. Nicole Draffen, and we were discussing her work, Hyphenated Nation. You have to be sure to head on over to her website, hyphenatednation.com, so that you can be sure to grab up her book as well as get involved in her movement, the Don't Check the Box movement. You all have been talking about Americans need to unify. We need to get rid of all this racism and all the prejudices, all the biases, but it all starts with the way if we're still separating ourselves from each other, people, come on. In truth, we're participating and perpetuating the very thing that we say we're trying to extinguish, you know, so come on. We can't keep being counterproductive. And, of course, you have people like Ms. Nicole Draffen who have made it a point to put measures in place that will not only assist her with continuing her vision, but will be able to help you with also taking part in that and galvanizing other people to get involved. So people get involved, please. Ms. Nicole, what is there that you have not had a chance to say to the listeners that you would like to be sure to express?
Well, one thing I'd like is that if you get an opportunity, please check out the website, hyphenation.com. And if you have stories, I would love for you to share your stories, because those are things that help us to help us in our fight and also help us to figure out ways to make the country better. So everything that we learn from others, we take those things and we use them to create a platform. So if you have stories to share of how you live in a Hyphen Nation, please share those. We were very interested in
that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. See, you all, come on, you have to get involved with Hyphenated Nation. You already know, you see the heart, you hear the sincerity, and you can already imagine the difference that this is going to make for our nation and ultimately our world, because, of course, the more we love and protect each other, the more love and protection we will naturally receive from others.
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Call 972-880-8316 for your free initial consultation with a representative from The Conglomerate, or visit theconglomerate.work today to book your consultation in person. Theconglomerate.work, THECONGLOMERATE.WORK.
That was Jessie's theme by Rachel Ann Cox. Up next is Feeling Free by Jesse Lawrence featuring Lakeisha Nugent, and that will be followed by Compromise by Matthias Andreasen.
Articulation Radio, thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
If you're looking for ghost writers, grant writers, technical writers, any kind of writers, go to the Writers Consortium. Their website is maryjefferson.us, MaryJefferson.us, the Writers Consortium, for all of your writing needs, proposals, grants, academic papers, whatever it is you dream of, ghostwriting. The Writers Consortium can help you achieve your goal.
For the first time in years, got my feet across the border from a land of tears. Ain't no way I'm going back under. Got my eyes in the wild blue yonder. Will eyes be on the horizon? Let's go find out. Feeling free to live my life, free to roll the dice, free to go left or right. I wanna feel free to go wherever I choose, free to stay or just cruise, free to sing, free to dance, free to give into lust and romance, free, that's what I wanna be, that's what I wanna be. Now things are moving along and I'm picking up speed. I'm singing my own songs and making ends meet. But good enough ain't good nor enough. When going for gold, then things can get rough. Will eyes be on the horizon? Let's go find out.
you single and seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you? Go to sittingroom.xyz to register today. Sittingroom.xyz, where sexy singles socialize. Get merchandise and event invites by joining us at sittingroom.xyz today.
Playing on my upright, reminiscing about last way. Remember that we had a big fight. Maybe words didn't come out right. I wish that I was sober, and I wish that I could call her, tell her to come over, and wish that I could hold her. If I could turn back the hands of time, turn it back and make it change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of time. Gone now. Am I on my own now? Will I walk alone now? Not sure I can move on now. Tell me I'm supposed to breathe without you. But memories like a tattoo, I can't forget about you. If I could turn back the hands of time, turn it back and make it change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of time. Baby, there are no more lies. I will promise that for life. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Baby, there are no more lies. I will promise that for life. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise.
Maybe you can compromise. Maybe you can compromise. Maybe you can compromise. Maybe you can compromise.
Why does it have to be? All good things must come to an end, and this is the end of this great episode of Articulation Radio, hosted by yours truly, Goddess Sage. I encourage you to not be a forgetful listener, to apply the wisdom that you've received today and take action and assist the cause that you heard about on today's episode, as well as be sure that you take action in your own life on fulfilling not only your own dreams, but also helping improve the lives of the people that you know. And as we always say here when we close out the day's episode, the staff here at Articulation Radio loves you. We thank you. We look forward to seeing you, talking to you, playing your music on an upcoming episode, as well as running your ad for your business or product on an upcoming episode of Articulation Radio. So be sure to head on over to articulationmedia.club right now. Re-listen to this episode, as well as listen to past episodes, and make sure that your ad is played and your songs are spun. In the meantime, you keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep making things pop, baby. Articulation. 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 Articulation.